Hey guys, it's Lisa here from Arcane Stellar with a pick a card reading for you. And in this reading, we're going to be looking at your person's next action towards you. Of course, this reading is timeless, and maybe at any time you come across it, it could be valuable to you in discerning your person's next action towards you. But yeah, I'm sorry that I've been a little bit quiet this week. Very, very hectic. Some of you may know what's been going on in my life. I've just been having a lot, and I haven't been home a whole lot, and I haven't recorded anything all week. In fact, the videos that I posted on Sunday and Monday were actually recorded last week. So I have a few things to say. I miss you guys. I've been really eager to get a reading out, and I'm going to be doing an October prediction. But I do want to say a big thank you to Steven. Steven got me like 3 books and an amazing deck as well. But yeah, look at this. Has anybody read any of these? I'm really excited to find out. I love he picked these books out like by somehow for me. They weren't even on my wish list, but he knows how to like add things to the that I don't even have on there that I love. So I always appreciate that, Stephen. And as well, I got the new Angel Guide Oracle. Super excited to use this. I'm going to be using it probably in the October reading. I just wanted to get something out, and I thought this was a good topic that I haven't done in quite some time. So I hope you guys find it valuable and helpful to you. But we have 4 piles. Pile 1 with the Bumblebee Jasper. Sorry, I've got like a little mess there. And then I have pile 2 with the Tree Agate. Pile 3 with Rainbow Moonstone. And then pile 4 with Angelite. So the timestamps will be down below in the description box, as well as the deck information and all those good details, and also details on how to get a personal reading with me. But I'm wishing you all the very, very best, and I hope that, like I said, this reading helps you, and I will see you in your timestamp, okay? So guys, hello to those of you that have chosen pile number 1 with the Bumblebee Jasper. This card's like flipping everywhere. Like, look at that. It's like a twirly card. This is a Bumblebee Jasper pile, and this is your reading. So let's find out what is the next action the person on your mind will take towards you. So we've got the Owl, Deception and Wisdom, Discernment, Self-Indulgence, Cassette, the 10 of Cups, the 5 of Swords, and the Page of Wands. So, okay, I have a little bit, okay, this person, essentially their next action is to do something that benefits them. Now, for some of you, that could be quite deceptive, to be honest. And it's sad because I pulled out the tarot first, right? That was the first thing I shuffled. And then I got that Owl card, and I was a little bit, like, had a message kind of confirmed with that. With the 10 of Cups, that's about ultimate happiness. But with the 5 of Swords next to it, it does seem as if this person might take advantage. First of all, this could be a taking advantage of your kindness, okay? And there might be a message here for you guys to use discernment to make sure that they're not taking advantage of your kind nature. Especially because with the Page of Wands, there's a bit of an immature attitude. There may be an attitude of like not wanting to, give or take. Somebody that's after their own self, right? Here we have self-indulgence as well. And as well, we have the Cassette, which is outdated thinking, conditioning, replaying events over in your head. Now, yeah, like I said, for some of you, it may be that they do try to take advantage of your kind nature, and there is a message here for you not to get your head caught up in the clouds when it comes to this person or anything like that. But as well, for some of you, this person could actually as well kind of hurt you in the pursuit of their own happiness and what is most comfortable for them. So again, this could be like them choosing essentially themselves over you, right? Now, with the Owl and the Discernment card, when we have the Owl, it says Deception and Wisdom, and then we have this Discernment card as well. I'm getting that for some of you, you need to tap into some inner intuition or wisdom you have about the situation, because you might actually notice this sort of kind of the sly behavior or some sort of sneaky behavior, or some way in which they're being deceptive to other people or you. But there's just something there that's not very clear or honest, and it could turn out to be something that's kind of disappointing. I hate to give such a negative reading, but we got to be honest, right? Um, and if it's not your pile and this doesn't fit like a possibility at all, of course, you're free to choose a different pile and stuff like that. I always like to do the number generator, so that always confirms whether something's for me or not, if I am feeling questioning of something. But yeah, with outdated thinking and this focus on self-worth, it could be that this person, again, is like sort of acting in a way that they already kind of know how to act. And maybe that's the way they act with everybody. So I wouldn't take it personal. It seems like maybe this is somebody that's kind of out for themselves at the end of the day. I'm going to go ahead and get a message for you guys, actually, of advice for this situation. This is actually going to be a really short reading, though. I didn't take very many cards because I wanted to keep it somewhat broad just to give the overall flavor of what might happen. For those that pick pile number 1, Spirit, what is the general advice? Cut the cords. Okay, cut the cords. Literally, that's just what flew out. So it seems like you need to cut the cords on this connection, or you're being advised to maybe take your heart out of it a little bit because it could end up hurting you. Again, for some of you, you need to cut ties with this person. Perhaps you are giving them the benefit of the doubt too much, or you're giving a little bit more than they're giving you at this time. Of course, this could be also a temporary energy. Maybe they need to learn some lessons, maybe, you know, something along those lines. It depends, like I said, on each of your guys' connection, because I know different people could be watching with a different connection, but it does seem like you're being asked to kind of cut the cords on this situation a bit at this time. Depending on how hurtful it is or how permanent this feels, maybe that's a really good idea for some of you. With this cassette too, with conditioning, I can say that's for sometimes, and for some of you that might be like, okay, I feel like maybe some of you might be watching for somebody that hasn't reached out for a long time, and you've been watching like a lot of pick-a cards. I can say that sometimes what can happen with pick-a cards, the one downfall, and I would say that sometimes we can get in this mode where we kind of like expect, it becomes like a routine. The person almost becomes like a routine. And maybe for some of you, there's the need to kind of cut that routine. Like if you're watching pick-a cards about this person, maybe stop for a while. Maybe it's not a good time at this time to really do that. Maybe it's keeping you kind of energetically connected to somebody that's not that great, because it's sort of become like a routine. That's a specific message. So if you don't feel like that's your truth, you don't have to listen to that or accept it, right? It's only for those where it applies and they need to hear it. Okay, so... But yeah, I do feel like this person's kind of out for themselves. So I honestly would say that in terms of expectations of this person in their next action, they're going to do what's best for them. Even if it hurts you, even if it, damages you in some way. It's kind of like an immature energy here that's very self-indulgent and really just cares about the self more than anybody else. So I am sorry to say that. I hope that this reading, though, does give you some kind of heads up about the person, and maybe it gives you some kind of enlightenment, and maybe you can avoid some of this, or maybe you guys already know this and you're just like getting a confirmation. But I do wish you all the very, very best. If you'd like to have a personal reading with me, that information is all down in the description box below. There's a link to my Etsy store as well as a link to my Amazon wish list, and either way you get a reading, so you can purchase one directly off of Etsy, where it's your own personal video reading that you usually receive within 4 days. And as well, of course, my Amazon wish list. That one takes a bit longer, but some people really like gifting. So, and I always like to do a thank you, reading in return. So, anyways, those are my things to say. And of course, you can find the deck information down below in the description box as well. But I wish you guys the very, very best. I hope that this reading, like I said, helps you. And take care of yourself, okay? And I'll see you all in the next reading. Bye, guys. Hey guys, so if you chose pile number 2 with this Triagate, this is your reading. So let's find out what your person's next move is. Now this reading might be a little bit on the shorter side because I noticed pile number 1 didn't take too long. I didn't take that many cards, but anyways, let's get into the next move. We have risk. Okay, that's very interesting. So some sort of risk being taken. We also have purity as well. Boats. Sunglasses. Oh yeah, the sunglasses came out first. I remember that. It flew out first. We also have the Ace of Cups, the Devil, and the Three of Cups. This is interesting. Interesting. I do wonder, I do see that for a lot of you, this person's like keeping a keen eye on you. There's like definitely a watchful eye. I do feel like this person's afraid of taking a risk. This could be sullying a friendship or creating like some kind of problems in the future, or maybe they're worried about it. For some of you, this could be a friend that's very attracted to you and is afraid to sort of open up, possibly here. With the, I almost feel like a little bit of a mixed energy. It seems like some of you, and I don't know if this is all of you though, like 100% all of you, will get something out of this. Like you will get some sort of hint or something nice from this person. Although, like some of, well, I think for all of you there will be some sort of risk taking, because we do have the Ace of Cups. But it may not be like massively big. And that's maybe that's why too the sunglasses card is vibing with me that way. Some of you, this person might be stalking you a little bit, and just keeping their eye on you. But for others of you, this person's kind of watching and waiting for the right moment to kind of come in and take a risk with you. And for some of you, this could happen while there is like a party, or you're at with some friends, as well. Let me see here. What else am I getting? I do see threes coming up. The Three of Cups, and then that risk card has 3 paths. So I do feel like for some of you this is a mixed energy, and I hate saying that in a pick a card where I'm supposed to kind of come up with a conclusive answer. But I do feel like for some of you, this person's going to stay kind of watchful, but I don't feel like you guys are not in communication. Like, I feel like they would take the risk to perhaps message you or to reach out. So I'm not getting, for a lot of you, this is probably no communication necessarily. It just might be like sneaky sort of watching and waiting for that moment to kind of strike. With purity here, again, there might be something in the Devil. There might be something in this relationship that's a little bit taboo or risky. Again, this person might not want to sully their reputation with you, as I mentioned, or in general, or maybe the relationship itself. If you're friends, they might be a little bit afraid to make that move towards you. But I see kindness, sort with the Ace of Cups as well. So let me see. I might actually shuffle you guys out a few more cards. Let's see here. What's their person's next action? A sly and subtle approach is needed. Okay, again, we have a snake. So sneaky stuff. It's like opening up in a sneaky way, or sharing something in a sneaky way. Sorry, I dropped some cards here. Again, we have this imagery, though, that there is something a bit sneaky rather than risky. So I feel like for the majority of you, this person isn't going to take the risk. I think they'll choose not to. at least in the near future. It's going to be more sort of like a watchful energy. Here we have the King, authority and diplomacy. So somebody who's trying to take charge of a situation and also investigate, right? The Kings are the type to investigate all possible options and outcomes before they make a move. So again, this person might be getting to know you, kind of checking you out, or trying to find the right time to strike. Rejuvenation and fulfillment. For some of you, this person might ask you to go out, or maybe you'll see them when you're out with friends. And they'll be quite friendly and nice to you, but they might not like push it further than that at this time. Do you get what I'm saying? So if you were waiting for this person to make like a romantic move, maybe they won't make the like romantic move that you're desiring at this time, but there's like that interest sort of going on in the background where they're not quite saying everything that is on their mind. If you get what I'm saying. So maybe even there could be a little bit of a cryptic message or cryptic talk, or not saying everything fully. I'm going to go ahead and get you an advice card because I did for pile number 1. So I'll do the same for you guys. Spirit, for the majority of those that chose pile number 2, can we get some advice for this person, this situation? Okay, we have ease and grace. Ooh, okay, so it seems like you're just supposed to take it easy with this, honestly. With ease and grace, I get the sense that, like, chill, accept it, you know what I mean? To go with the flow, right? We have the water flowing here. It says, don't feel the need to rush or force your way ahead. A gentle approach will be more rewarding. Have patience and move forward with subtlety and grace. Your angel guide is encouraging you to see life as a dance. One step at a time, you will make your way through this incredible journey, learning more and growing along the way. How can you move with more elegance? How can you slow down? So again, there's this idea to like soften, breathe, and just take this in and allow it to develop as it must or as it may. Again, this person might be a little bit of a watchful person, so maybe they need time to develop that courage still, especially for those of you where this is a newer connection. But you're being told to kind of like let it go and not hold on to it too tightly or try to force the water to go a certain way. Allow it to, you know, flow the way that it's meant to flow. And, you know, be kind and nice if that's, you know, what you'd like. If you'd like to pursue something with this person, you know, be inviting and be kind, essentially is what I'm getting. Until they're maybe ready. Because we do have receiving what you need, right? Progression, arriving, moving on. And so, again, there might be this energy of forward movement if you allow it to be what it is for now. And you don't try to push it. But yeah, that's what I see for you guys. I really do hope that this gave you some insight and guidance into the person on your mind and maybe what, you know, action they might take next. I hope that it resonates. If it does, let me know. I always love when I get updates. And if you would like to have a personal reading with me, all that information is down below in the description box. There's a link to my Etsy store where you can purchase your own personal video reading within about 4 days is my turnaround. And then, of course, there's my Amazon wish list too. I have 2 of those. And anybody who gets something off my wish list always receives a reading as a thank you. So that's another option for those of you that do prefer to gift give or something like that. But I'm wishing you guys the very, very best. And I hope to see you all in the next reading, okay? Take care. Hey guys, if you chose pile number 3 with this rainbow moonstone, this is your reading. So let's find out what your person's next action towards you will be. Oh, I had to clear my throat. Okay, let's get ready. We have truth. So some sort of truth is going to be spoken or understood by this action. Okay, so we have some truth coming in. We also I see water under the bridge. Okay, so for some of you, there may be something here in terms of letting something go. Maybe this person's letting something you said go, or you're letting something they said go, or vice versa. Maybe you guys are just moving on from a place. I don't know why, but that phrase came to my mind. We also have hunger. That's an interesting one. In fact, I might actually have to look at the guidebook for this one because I'm kind of curious as to how that's going to come out. We have the Ace of Wands, sorry. I was going to say page because we have the Page of Cups next. I do see communication. So if you guys haven't been in contact with this person, I would definitely say communication's coming in. Again, there could be like an apology or an outreaching of some kind as well for some of you. We have camera and kisses. Reminiscing, keepsake, perception, learn from the past, make memories. Oh, wow. Okay, so that makes sense. Water under the bridge. For some of you, it's kind of like they're learning from the past and trying to start over. For others of you, we also have unconditionally loving, giving and receiving affection, falling in love. So I see some fresh starts for a lot of you. And again, if this is a new person, they want to get to know you more. They want to get to know you further. They want to, kind of reach out with some sort of affection, perhaps. With hunger here and the Ace of Wands, there could be some, some sort of like innuendo, sorry. You might actually hear from this person, like they might hit on you or something, or kind of show some sort of interest in that way, if that makes sense to you guys. But, for others of you, it may be more along the lines of an apology. I wanted to see what this hunger meant. Like if there's a specific meaning from the guidebook. But I don't know where I put the guidebook. That's the question. Where did I put it? Oh, jeez. Huh, well, maybe I don't have it on hand, like I thought I did, apparently. Well, anyways, it doesn't really matter. I feel like the message I'm kind of getting intuitively anyways is like, again, there might be still a hunger for you in some way. We also have that full moon imagery, so this might be around the Aries full moon we have coming up for some of you. Maybe that's what inspires this person to sort of come after you. Maybe this is somehow lighting up their chart, or something like that. But let me see, what else do I want to say here? Again, I think of the full moon too as things coming to a completion or a culmination. It's a time where things are let out as well. And with the hunger, like that wolf and the hunger issue, like thing, I'm seeing like things coming out of this person, some sort of truth shared. Again, like I said, for some of you, this may be quite flirtatious, of course, and for others of you, like I said, it's going to be more kind and reminiscent. For some of you, this person might actually bring up an old memory. They might send you an old picture, or share something from the past that reminds them of you, okay? For others of you, they want to make new memories. So like I said, it kind of probably depends on the nature of your relationship and your connection and how this might play out. Let me see if I can get any further cards here. For those who chose pile number 3, what can they expect as the next action from the person on their mind? What is the next action? Okay, so we have temptation may lead you astray. So again, for a lot of you, flirting, hitting on you, and such. Because we do have the Siren card coming out. Sorry. Let me see. Did I drop? Okay. No, I got everything. Good fortune and friendship. Again, like I said, for some of you, this is going to be like kind of like they're hitting on you. They're showing some sort of sexual interest or whatever. And then for others of you, it's like good fortune and friendship. Perhaps this person's trying to build up something more with you in general. You know what I'm saying? So in general, I get like great vibes off of this pile. Not like pile number 1 or something, for instance, as an example. This is pretty good vibes. So this might be, for some of you, might even be asking about a friend from the past. Spirit, what is the advice for those that chose pile number 3? What advice do you have for pile number 3 in regards to this? Oh my Lord. Oh no. That was ridiculous. Well, we have blessings and abundance that kind of flipped over there more than anything. And let's just get one more, because I'm still unsure about that one. Okay, romance and connection. Okay. So I see definitely, well, there's that confirmation with blessings and abundance that this is something good, that has perhaps some kind of some sort of a possibility here for you. And then we have romance and connection. So it does seem as well that for many of you, there's romance increasing in this connection. Abundance is a spiritual reward for trusting and sharing our gifts and talents. When we align our choices and our actions with the highest good, we will be blessed with opportunities. At this time, you're in a place of deep spiritual connection and strength, and are being given the opportunity to feel spiritually rich. Even if you're feeling sensitive or overwhelmed, the veil between this realm and heaven is thin, and you have light and support all around you. Interesting. For some of you, there's a specific message here. If you are having concerns about finances or assets, know that the hand of God is guiding your situation to a blessed outcome. Wow. So for some of you, that's maybe a specific message you need to hear at this time about your finances as you're listening to this. For others of you, though, we do have romance and connection. It says the energy of romance is increasing in your life at this time. If you're already in a relationship, this could mean that you have an opportunity to connect more deeply and share intimacy and love. If your relationship hasn't been the main focus or priority of your heart for a while, your angels are encouraging you to make time for it. If you have a new relationship unfolding, or there's potential for a new relationship to unfold, angels will help you move forward with it now. Call on divine love from the universe, invite it to open up your heart, and then be willing to receive interest and love from others. Whatever the reason for this card appearing, this is a time to enjoy and be enjoyed in a loving way. So very nice message for you guys, to be honest. It's to enjoy this connection, to let it go where it needs to go. Wow, I love it. I get probably some of you might be in a partnership with this person already, or, you know, like there's, again, for some of you, it might be getting over an argument from the past. I get like, but generally, like I said, the overall message for this one is very, very good and supportive and kind. So, yay! I love this. I like this pile. This was a nice pile. Pile number 3 often comes out pretty good, actually. Good vibes with pile number 3. But I really hope that this reading helps you guys and gives you some guidance. Of course, and I apologize for saying a lot. I know I'm kind of saying it a lot today. I noticed it myself even. But, oh, I just did it again. No. Stop it. I wish you all the very, very best. If you would like to have a personal reading with me, all that information is down in the description box below. There's a link to my Etsy store where you can have your own personal video reading. And again, I said, and of course, there's also my Amazon wishlist too. So my Amazon wishlist, it works like you get something off the wishlist, and I always do a reading as a thank you. So that's also possible. But I'm wishing you guys all the very, very best, and I hope to see you all next time, okay? Take care. Hey guys, if you chose pile number 4 with Angelite, this is your reading. So let's find out what your person's next action is. What can you expect from them next? Okie dokie. So, let's see. We're starting out with the frog. It says cleaning house, whatever. Releasing emotional baggage. Ooh, okay, interesting. We also have hammer. It says sabotage, rebuilding, interrogation, repetitive, persistent, and working on it. And we also have the snake. Competitive, competition, sorry. Enemy, clever, malicious, look over your shoulder at the other woman. And we have trust. As well as the moon, the Knight of Swords, and the Three of Pentacles. Let me get a vibe here. I might pull some more cards here as well. I see communication here, by the way. Okay, there's probably going to be communication for a lot of you. If this person, I want to tell you, if this person's been deceptive in the past, you may find that they're asking you to trust them. They might be trying to clear the air with you and to work on things and fix things, okay? What is going on? We have darkness looms on the horizon. I feel like there's a special message for some of you. If you have had deception from this person, if there is another woman involved in any capacity in this connection, or another person, I would be cautious, okay? Because we do have the moon here. And for some of you, this person could come back in and act quite stronger than they really are. We have the king, authority, and diplomacy. And they might act like they want to rebuild everything, to fix everything, that trust me, you know, that type of deal. And for some of you, this might not be very honest energy, or it's not long lasting, okay? Now, let's see here. What's the next action this person will take? For some of you, and I can't even say it. It says fate has blocked this path for you, hindrance. So it seems like I'm curious to see what the advice will be. I really do get the sense that this person might try to come back in and rebuild things. They might be trying to be friendly with you, to create some sort of conversation. If you work with this person, they might strike up a conversation. They could even like confess something, or like let you know something. But if any of you are having icky feelings by any means, I would definitely take note of those. If you're not trusting this person, or if they've been deceptive in the past. For some of you, this person might tell you something that you don't want to hear, possibly, as well. Let me see. Do I want to take something else? This feels quite like not the most positive, for sure. This is kind of like number 1 wasn't very positive either. Spirit, what is a person's next action? Pile number 4 is person's next action. Pile number 4 is person's next action. Let's see. New life. Again, a new beginning type of deal. Higher power. Again, there's this idea that this is somehow, I feel like there's something about this. If you've tried to move on from this person and they kind of pop back up, especially, by the way, Mercury's going retrograde, guys, pretty soon. Of course, this is timeless, but as I record this, Mars is in retrograde, right? So this could be bringing, for some people especially, for some people in particular, especially maybe like, let's say, Aquarius risings, for some of you, possibly, but it could be other signs too. But some of you might be experiencing like 5th house Mars retrograde or something, or it's affecting your 5th house in some way. Maybe you have a planet in the 5th house and the Mars is somehow touching you. Or for others of you, it just might be this Mercury retrograde energy brings someone back from the past, or they come back from the past and they might want to start anew. Again, for some of you, this might be a message to sort of, if you have intuition about this, right here, see the key on her forehead? If you have worried that they could be deceptive again, that might be the case. They might come in quite authentic and taking charge, but there's something under the surface here that I feel is in the way a little bit. And for some of you, like I said, if you've already cleansed yourself of this person, understand and try to remember why, okay? But I do get the sense that, like, for a lot of you, it may be like no contact, or it's been kind of rocky, and they might try to fix things. But maybe you've been happier without this energy, too, for some of you. Let's see here. I want to get some advice for those that chose pile number 4 in regards to this connection. So we have raise your vibration. We have signs and reminders and raise your vibration. So again, with raise your vibration, well, that obviously talks about changing your attitude in order to attract what you want. So not putting up with the crap that you put up with before, for instance, right? And it says you may be, okay. You have overcome many challenges and risen above adversity, judgment, and possibly even abuse. You are ascending spiritually and personally at this time, and the universe is supporting you. This is a pathway of light, the pathway of your soul's evolution, ascension. Interesting, because it says like you've overcome adversity, judgment, and possibly even abuse. So for some of you, if this has been toxic in the past, don't invite it back in. Don't let this person come back in. If it's been something that was very, not that good for you, because again, I feel like that energy could come back into play in the future. We have signs and reminders too. So You may see a lot of signs regarding this person before they take the next action, or you might see a certain sign around the time that this person does this, and it might be a confirmation. For some of you, there might be a need to reach out and ask for certain signs too. Like, do I really need to cut the cords with this person or let this go? You know, ask to see a certain, like, thing that you don't see too often. Like, as an example, I often see, like, hummingbirds, or I often see squirrels or deer because I live in a rural area. I also see bears and foxes and coyotes and all kinds of things, but like on a daily basis, actually. But so I usually try to ask for something a little bit more rare, or I want the thing to make it known to me. But often I'll ask for things that I don't see very often, like a swan or something. So for maybe for some of you, there might be a sign that you could ask directly towards, you know, your angels, and ask them to show you something specifically, to know what to do. Should I let go? Should I move on? Or should I, you know, try again? But I do get the energy from most of you, like, even if this person does come back in and maybe they don't try to do anything, it could be that they re-enter as like just a friend, or their intentions are a bit murky. And for some of you, I just get this, honestly, this feeling that you're better off without this person for the most part. And if that you feel like this doesn't resonate with you, of course, you know, pick a different pile or something like that. It doesn't have to be for you, but I do get like some sort of bad vibes here a little bit. So that's what I'm gonna say, and I just want to be honest with what I'm reading. So I feel like somehow it would be disappointing in the long run, perhaps, or something like that. And for others of you, you know this person's trash already, and you'll probably be like in the comments, yeah, I know this already. I was just checking, you know. And for some of you, may even find out that maybe this is a message about a different person. Maybe this is just spirit leading you to know that a certain person might come back into your life soon, and you don't need to let them in. You know what I'm saying? So I hope that this reading offered you guidance and some kind of solution, maybe. If you liked the reading or it helped you in any way, of course, I love hearing about it in the comments below. Thumbs up, since, you know, are really helpful to encouraging me. And if you want a personal reading, all that information is down below in the description box. You can get a personal video reading with me, like a pre-recorded reading just like this, by, you know, purchasing a reading off my Etsy. So there's a link to that. And then, of course, my Amazon wish list. It works the same way. I always do a reading as a thank you for anyone who gets something off my Amazon wish list. So that's another option. And it's also a private unlisted video as well. So either way, those are ways to get readings with me. Of course, the decks are listed in the description box too. And yeah, I'm wishing you all the very, very, very best. I hope that this reading finds you happy and healthy. And I hope to see you all in the next reading, okay? Take care. And lots of love. Bye-bye.